Okay, I'm spraying some PB Blaster on the holes for the stud, because the old one, it was a mother to get it out of there. I literally had to bang it to get it out. Come show them right here. If you see right here, the holes, that's where the stud's going at. I had to bang it because it was hard to get the old one out. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and lube it up. So I don't have that problem again. Okay, and put a little bit of anti-seize on it. I don't think anti-seize will cause a problem. Let me feel it and see. But you know what might happen though, is the grit might stop it from going in there. No, it shouldn't, as long as I don't get too ridiculous with it. And then I'm gonna put some more over here. Yeah, like I said, don't overdo it. I mean, I wouldn't overdo it. Just enough so it doesn't seize up. So if I gotta replace this piece of mess again, this BS, I won't have to fight with it, because I mean I had to fight with it earlier to get that thing off of there. I mean, I had to bang it and everything. I thought I was gonna break it. Hold on.
I mean, pause it?
Yeah, pause it.
Is this the pause button right with the 2 lines?
Yep, that's it. Okay. Alright, cutting that off. Okay. Alright. Here go a nice little pamphlet came with it. Okay, now this is the tricky part I had earlier, getting it out. But I think I might have mastered it. You gotta lay it down a certain way. How about my nice new glove? God damn it.
Ooh.
Hope I didn't break that one. Harbor Freight. I didn't want to scar up my hands. Okay. No, everything seems to be good. Okay, now, let me see. Let me put a little more anti-seize on now. What did I do with that anti-seize pack right there? Okay. Yeah, make sure I get some all the way around. I probably should have got some freeze-off or some fluid film or something to put in there. I just want to make sure I do this, because it was that other one I had to bang it. I had to get the sludge hammer out and banging it and carrying on. I was like, are you kidding me? Alright. That should be alright. Alright. Okay. Alright. Now we're gonna, before it gets dark out, see if we can get this put back in now. This is probably going to be the hardest part out of everything. But if I remember correctly, okay. Okay. If I remember correctly, I had to get under the fuse line, and then you just gotta wiggle it. Be careful of this fuse line up here. This piece here that I'm tugging on. You probably, if you're breaking them, I'm screwed. Okay. All right. Now this is the fun part. These gloves ain't good. Okay, I'm going to. All right, how I did it earlier was I had to kind of lay it flat.
What is the view?
All right, move this a little bit out your way. And then if I remember correctly, I did something like this earlier. I laid it flat like this. There we go. All right, you got this wiring harness. You gotta lift that up right here, Ranisha. That wiring harness right here, you can't see it, but this here, you gotta lift it up. All right, back up. I just want to give them an idea of what it looked like. Okay, lift it over, and that's it. Now you just gotta position it. Come over here. Okay. All right. That's it. Are you pointing it in the right way, Ranisha, so they can see it? Okay. And that's it. It should be. Oh yeah, it's in there. All right. And then what I would do, if I was you, these bolts are the two bolts that mounted in there. I'll put a little bit of anti-seize on that. That'll be a good cart to work on right there. Put a little bit of anti-seize on these two, because don't know if you'll ever need to take these out. But if you do, you don't gotta worry about them seizing up in there. I'm gonna do the valve cover next. I'm gonna do that next weekend. And then here go this one. Then put a little bit of anti-seize on here. Somebody said they can do this in 5 minutes. Lying. That's all. Some people on YouTube lie for no reason. There's no way in hell. I don't care if I'm a master mechanic, master mechanic. There's no way you're doing this in no 5 minutes. There's no way. But okay, now here go the two screws.
How long do you think it'll take you?
If I did this job again, probably an hour and a half. The hardest part is what you just seen, and that was getting it in and out. Now everything's just feeling now. Like this one here goes in the front. This first bolt, goes in the front underneath the water pump. I think I took apart more than I needed to too. Some of that stuff I didn't need to take apart. But alright. And you start off by hand tightening it because you don't want to strip it. Alright, here go the other bolt. This one goes in the back. This one you're gonna have to feel. Yeah, this morning I had a hard time because I thought it was more bolts than what was in there. I was like, gotta be more bolts. But what it was is them studs was seized up into the block. So it ended up being a pain. Right here, I feel it. Probably got anti-seize on my fingers. But yeah, you just gotta feel it. And then once you feel it, hand tighten it first before you start, you know, doing all kinds of other foolishness, because you don't want to strip it. You strip it, you're done. I mean, basically, you might as well get a tow truck and tow it to a mechanic shop, because they'll probably have to take the intake off and everything to get a tap in there to fix it. All right, now, let me grab some tools. This and this. Oh, the anti-seize. That's the only bad thing about that anti-seize. Oh, it makes a mess everywhere. But I had to put that in there. I didn't want to have to fight with that another day. Okay, now, this should be at number 12. Okay, number 12. And remember, there's only 2 bolts holding it in. If it don't come out after you take them 2 bolts off, 9 times out of 10, it's because it seized to the block probably. Okay. I'm playing with it, make sure it's not cross-threading. And you'll know, because if it's like real resistant on going in, you cross-threading it. Stop. Take it out. But what I would suggest is put some PB Blaster or some freeze off or something in there with a little bit of anti-seize. PB Blaster make it easier, and anti-seize will keep it from melting to the block. Cause that's a nightmare. You do all that work, take the air filter and all that crap out, just to find out you can't get the starter out. Then you gotta tow it to a mechanic. He's probably gonna charge you double because they don't like stuff that's already taken apart brought to them. Some mechanics won't even touch it, to be honest with you. They'll tell you to take it to the dealer. We all know how the dealer charges way too much. Okay, now I'm working on the back bolt. Okay, let me get my tool I brought from offline. I forgot who was using it. I think it was a guy called Robinson. I watch him too. I watch Robinson. I watch Eric O. I watch Scanner Dana. And the Robinson guy was talking about this air piece here. I got this. I was watching this guy called Robinson. He's pretty good too. He was trying one of these out. I said, let me check that out. Man, I've been using it, and I love it. I ain't even gonna lie. I love this thing. I don't have a compressor. It makes it so I don't gotta work as hard with that ratchet. You know, the ratchet, I gotta this, not at all. All right. Okay. All right. Okay.
Wait a moment. Nothing.
Okay, now we'll go ahead, tighten it on up. I'm also going to put a wire down there because I'm having another problem. Okay, that's tight. All right, I got it mounted back in, and now I got to put everything back together. First thing I noticed, there was a PCV hose back here. I really didn't need to disconnect it. This right here, I didn't have to disconnect that. I didn't know at the time, but I know now. So I just got to make sure I put that back together before I forget. But yeah, I didn't have to disconnect that. I got to find the other piece. Because if we don't put that back in, it's gonna leak oil everywhere. Right here, that's where it goes. So this piece goes into here. Yeah, at the time I thought it was more bolts, so I disconnected this, but I really didn't need to. Okay, all right, that's back hooked together. That's the PCV hose. All right, I wanted to make sure that I was thinking about that all day. Okay, now the wire harness can come back over like that, and then I put that clamp back. I gotta buy some special pliers. They got these special pliers. I was gonna disconnect the hose because I thought it would make it easier, but again, unnecessary. Okay, so right there. Okay, all right. This thing, God knows when it needs a water pump, it's gonna be a bill to do that. Okay, now there's another hose goes here, right here. All right, I'm hooking this hose back up. This hose, if correct, goes to the heater core, I think. Goes inside the dash. So I disconnect this so I can get the starter out. Okay. Now, if this thing ever need a water pump, that's probably take me all day. I'll have to probably go to Mpv forums and see what somebody did to do that one. Okay. Alright. I got my daughter as the camera girl. I'm copying Scanner Dana. He has his son filming all the time. Well, I got my daughter filming. And we both don't know what the hell we doing. We just having fun. Father and daughter day. Day out of school, so I was hoping to get out here before it got dark though. Kind of mad with all those on. And that's another thing. I would recommend either buying a new starter or get the one you got rebuilt. Them starters from them remans are garbage. And what I'm hearing from everybody else online, I don't think it's just AutoZone. I think it's the people they buy it from. You know, I listen to Eric O all the time talking about how he runs into problems with these remans. So now on, buy new. I'll go to Rock Auto, either buy new or I'll get mine redone. Okay. Okay. Now this goes over here like this. This goes to this button here. I can't lose this. Alright, now I'm hooking the battery cable straight from the battery that goes on the starter. I'm hooking that up. Like I said, some of this was necessary. Like I said, I did a couple of things that wasn't even necessary, but there was only one other video on YouTube, and the guy really kind of didn't really explain too well, you know, all the steps. And I mean, probably because he didn't have nobody to film him. So I can understand that. That's why I said when I do my video, not to say I'm any better than he is. I mean, I'm not. But I'll do a lot better job in trying to explain it. Okay, that. I don't know where this cable goes to. Let me make sure it looks right too. I don't want this thing to rub a hole somewhere and end up having a problem later. Okay. No, you don't gotta keep showing me. Now, let me tighten that up. That's going to be a 14. It looked like. Yep, 14. And you know what? He probably used a air ratchet. Is how that bolt got messed up like that. Because they normally don't come messed up like that brand new. Okay. Yeah, they don't normally come messed up like that. I'm almost certain that's exactly what he did. That's why I don't like, if they're not an Erico or a Scanner down, I don't want them working on my stuff because they half-ass do stuff, leave bolts out, you know. The dealers, you know, people think going to the dealer, oh yeah, you'll get premium service. The dealer is like playing Russian roulette. You got some good technicians in there, and then you got some real terrible ones. You know, the good ones, they'll take care of you. Them terrible ones, hell, some of them won't even do the job. They'll say they did it and didn't even do it. Lying, stealing. So, all right, trying to see. because I really don't want it on the intake either. I'll know it when I take the intake off. I'll see how he routed it, because I really don't know how he might have routed that. You know, he might have routed it on something hot. Yeah, he did. Look at that. Look at this. Yeah, he did. I can feel it. You see that? That's what I was saying. I don't know how he routed that battery cable. Look at that. I was gonna have a problem right there. He had it on the exhaust pipe. Huh. This is why I don't like letting the mechanics. See, he put a battery cable in instead of using sense. When he put the battery cable in, he just I don't know what the hell he did.
The exhaust pipe, that silver thing right there?
Yeah, it gets hot. Instead of wire tying it to the battery harness, this fool, and I paid him to do this. He ain't do nothing but steal my money. Let me get a wire tie. I told you, I was like, let me double check that. Let me get a wire tie. Wire tie that. Well, I paid a mechanic $100 to put a new battery cable in, because the other one was rotten. He never even saw it. I looked. It's melting up against the EGR pipe. Let me find my wire ties. Yeah, when I take the intake off, I'm gonna really see what he did. I'll do that next week. But yeah, that's probably why my starter went out. It probably shorted out and blew out my starter. Yeah, and I pay a mechanic for that. I mean, common sense should have told him. But anyway. All right, now I'm getting some wire ties. I'm gonna fix that. Probably next month. I'm gonna take the intake off, and when I take the intake off, I'll really be able to see how he routed this. But just looking at it, I can tell that he didn't do something right. It didn't take a rocket scientist to figure that part out. But for now, temporarily, I'll put this on here to keep that thing from rubbing against that hot pipe. Yeah, that thing, it grounds out. It can ground out a lot of stuff. All right. Okay. And they operate off flat rate, so they don't want to do it right. They just half-ass do it. And I get mad because even though they operate off flat rate, that flat rate's $150. So as far as I'm concerned, that's a lot of damn money. Even though the mechanic himself ain't making all that money, the dealership's stealing most of it. I don't care. I'm paying this job to be done right, not what he did. All right. Okay, now we should be good. That's right there. Yep, that should be all right now. Like I said, I'm gonna take this off, and I'm gonna reroute all of this. I'm end up rerouting this crap, but all right, it ain't touching the pipe no more. But yeah, it was grounded out on the pipe. Now, was it grounding out to the block? Who knows? Probably was. I'm almost certain it was. Okay, all right, now. Oh man. Okay, and then we got this down here. Alright. Okay, now I fixed that problem. I'm glad I caught that. Now, I should have wrote a list. I forgot how I took it apart. But now I think, watch out. Let me bend this back. Alright, I bent that pipe back. I'm gonna put the hose back. A lot of this crap dry rotted. Okay, now make sure I ain't leave nothing off. Right now I just gotta put the air box on. Let me see. I think I got everything. We're sitting here looking around. Looking around, make sure I got everything. Yep, it looked like I got everything. I'm gonna have to fix that though. I'm definitely gonna have to fix that because it's sitting up against that hot stuff. I ain't liking that. So I'll have to I'll go back and play with that later. I might even be able to pull that a little bit more this way. Here, hold that. Let me see if I can pull that cord a little bit. Well, battery cable. Because I don't like it sitting back there. Yeah. See how I brought it more this way, Renisha? Now it ain't sitting on nothing. Because you can see already where that could be a problem. But okay, I'll pull it over. I'd rather it sit more over here. Okay. Alright. Alright, now let's hook the throttle body back up. Now, what I did was I kept the bolts in place so I wouldn't lose them. So, alright. Right here. I'm gonna have to hook up that light right here. Alright. Okay. Removing the throttle body bolts. Okay. That goes there. Now, let's go ahead and hook the throttle body back up. And that goes over here like that. And that goes like this. You should use a new gasket, but I'm gonna have this right back off, so I ain't sweating it right now. Okay. And you know what? Let me put a little bit of anti-seize on here. Oh, anti-seize everything. Okay.
What exactly does anti-seize do?
Huh?
What exactly does anti-seize do?
The anti-seize keeps the bolt from freezing up in there. Since we're down here in Florida, you don't got to worry about it rusting, but it tends to freeze up in here. I guess the aluminum metal has something to do with that crap. I don't know. I'm not no official mechanic, just I'm getting tired of being ripped off by dealerships and jackasses like who put my battery cable in there like that. I mean, that's... And he was a mechanic. He wasn't even at a dealership. So all that $100 I gave him, he get all that. That was a business. That was no shade tree. That was none of that. That was a guy that actually owned his own shop. You know, we can't be lucky and have a goddamn Eric O down here in Tampa. We got some damn butchers. Yeah, I mean, they tear. And then when you go to them and say something, they want to have an attitude. How dare you talk to me like that? How dare you be mad that I tore up your damn car? Oh yeah, these mechanics out here are bold. Okay, now, alright, I'm installing the throttle body back on. Okay, yeah, that start actually went in and out pretty easily. I was surprised. I thought I was going to have to fight that. Now I'll come up here. I gotta put this part back on, the housing. Again, if I was you, I would put the bolts back in so you don't lose them. And also what I would do is write down the steps you took. It takes a little longer, but when you go to put it back together, especially if you're not like no real mechanically inclined person, you're just trying it out for the first time, it make it a lot easier. That way you can go by your list. Oh, that's what I did. Okay, do this first, do that. You know what I'm saying? So each thing you take apart, write it down. And then all you gotta do is just reverse it. That's what I would do. Come on, why are you being a pain? But that's what I would do. Okay. Then this one goes like this. Alright. That's a number 10. So let me get my air ratchet. And if you do end up getting a ratchet like this, be careful. You don't want to tear up, you know. So, nope. I need this one. Yeah, be careful using it. All right. This is something else I didn't have to take off, but I did. All right, now I like it because you can slow it down. See how I slowed it down? Oh, that's a bigger bolt. That must be the 10. I knew I had a 10 on there. All right, let's get this. I'm gonna have to hook that light up that I brought from Harbor Freight. Alright, see. Okay, watch out. Come over here. Alright, now we're going to tighten up the throttle body. Just be careful. You know, you don't want to do it too hard. Alright. Okay. They actually have torque specs for this random cigarette. As long as you get it tight, you'll be all right. Okay, you don't want to tighten it too much though, or you'll tear up the aluminum. All right, now we got that. Now start hooking these up. Oh, plug up your ignition wire back to your terminal. When you go to take this off, don't do what I did. I kept pressing it, thinking that you gotta press down on the back, but it's actually in the front. So just be careful when you go to put this back on. I mean, when you go to take it off. All right, here we go. That goes in like that. All right, and then if you want to take it off, you got to push it in the front and take it off. I was pushing it from the back, and I was fighting and fighting. Something finally said, "Let me try the front of it." Okay. Now, hook these back up. Now, if you're not sure how this go, what I would suggest is taking a picture first. Me, I kind of done this already, so I kind of already been down this road. All right, so that's the that's for the idle. So make sure you plug that back up. That's your throttle position sensor. Plug that back up and just double check as you going along. Just double check. Just make sure that you're not leaving nothing loose. I got that. I got the battery cable. That's plugged up. Alright, I think the airbox can go back in now. Yeah, that's the cable where it was burnt that out right there. It was grounding out right there. Man, you can't see it. They'll see it when I go to do the intake, because I'm gonna reroute that. I'm gonna fix that problem. All right, just double check. Make sure you don't leave nothing loose. I don't think I left anything loose. Definitely double check though. That's back tightened up. That's on. That PCV holes in the back. The throttle body's back on there. All right, I'm gonna have to go get my drop light. Okay, pause it. Let me go get my drop.
Okay.
All right. Well, it's getting dark out here. I am AutoZone took all my time, but what I came up with is I went to. Oh, they didn't give us enough cord. Are you kidding me? Oh man, I thought this thing would come with a lot of cord. But anyway, I'm gonna hook this up. Let's see if this thing works. But I'm gonna hook this up. Man, I can't even see. Okay. Oh, that sucks. But anyway, I got one of these out of my truck, so I'm gonna see if it works. We about to find out.
What does it do?
You should be able to just plug it up, turn it on. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. All right,
it's
now,
the light.
since they didn't give us enough cord, thank God I was using my nugget. Guess what Daddy got? Come on over here. Dad was using his noggin. Alright. Oh, don't tell me. Maybe Daddy wasn't using his noggin. Oh, maybe. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's in the trunk. Let's look in the trunk. Yeah. Bam! I brought an extension cord. I was ready for everything. Alright, we're gonna hook up the extension cord. To this. They have a wireless one, but they didn't have any more. They can't keep the things in stock. The damn people buying them so damn fast, they can't keep them in stock. So they had this, it was on sale. Well, I don't know if it was on sale, but he claimed it was on sale, but you know, they'll tell me anything. Alright, got an extension cord so we can finish this job. My wife kept saying, how you gonna finish it? This is that thing is bright. Look at that. I'm gonna have to go online and leave that a good review. Okay, now. Okay, now. Oh, it's like working in the shop. I like that. Alright, I'm surprised that I didn't break that. That was a good job on my part. Okay, I just want to make sure I ain't leave nothing disconnected. I don't think I took too much off though, to be honest with you. Alright, I hooked that back up, hook that back up. Man, the water pump on this thing, I can only imagine that's gonna be fun. Oh, it's actually right here, water pump right there. But anyway, alright, let me see. Look like I got everything. It looked like I can go ahead and put the air box back in now. So let me go get the air box. That's the air box. Alright. Let me get the screws. I forgot. That was another thing that asshole did. He took this off, and I guess he lost the bolt. And well, he didn't put it back in. I don't know. So I gotta see if I can go to Mazda and try to order one. Yeah, I saw that too. I was like, why would he leave my thing off like that? Yeah, he never even put the screw back in. Okay, now, let me move the alarm system out the way. That come out the way too. And then the battery box goes right here. Let me move the evap system out of the way. The cord out the way too. And then the battery box goes down here. Like this. Nope, wrong way. It goes like this. So the only thing really holding this in is this right here. That's where it goes. Yeah, I'm kind of analyzing as I'm putting it back together. But yeah, that's the only thing. Yeah, it's supposed to be a bolt right here, but that numbskull lost my bolt. Only other thing I can see is if I can find one from Home Depot. Once I find out what size it is, because I don't even know what size that bolt is. Only thing I know is it's going to be metric. Yeah. But anyways, putting this back in. Yeah, because see, that goes in like this. Lift this up and it goes in just like that. Okay. Let me be careful as I'm putting this on. I don't want to break no wires. Yeah, when you put this battery box back in, don't be in a rush because you don't want to break nothing. Just be careful. Basically, this part snaps into this. This goes into here. And you see this piece here? Where is it at? I've been playing. Oh, this is going to eventually snap into this. But I got to, hose. Gotta put the hose on.